Go ahead and hit record. And give me a second here. Okay, let's just get right into it. Hey, Robin, can you give me a thumbs up if you can see that?
I can see it.
Awesome. Okay, you're the only face I can see right now. Okay, first of all, before we begin, let's give some huge shout outs to some amazing coaches. What I'd like to do is give congratulations to the coaches that have raised advanced since our last meeting. So congratulations to Raquel. We already did a little cheers, but cheers to you, Mama, Ruby Coach, and on to Rise. I have a feeling this is going to be a very short week advancement for you. But she's worked so incredibly hard. She's only been a coach, what, like 5 months, 6 months, Raquel, something like that, 6, yeah. So she's just on, I mean, she's cruising. So congratulations to you. You are just a phenomenal coach. And if any of you are in her downline that are on this call, you are lucky. So, okay, here. All right, congratulations to Catherine and to Sarah, our newest Emerald coaches. Congratulations to you guys. I think you're both on here. Good work to you. And you know what? Both of you reached this rank fairly quickly, if I remember correctly. And so that is just an awesome kickstart to your business. They built their momentum. They had their goal. They hit their goal, and they're only going up from here. So congratulations to you both. This is really, Emerald rank is really when your business really truly begins. So great job, you guys. Okay. So before we get started, I know this is kind of a gross looking picture, but there's a reason why I wanted to share this. Hey, Kale. This picture is just something that's actually, I think about this picture when I think about all of the stuff that we do on a daily basis. You know, because I hear so often from so mmany coaches, you know, I really want to be successful. I really want to make this certain amount of money. I really want to be able to do ABC for myself, for my family. And to have this quote, everybody wants to be successful. What it takes is so incredibly true, because I think it is so easy to look at whoever you, in your mind, you might see as successful, right? Maybe it's a top coach, maybe it's your own upline, maybe it's someone, you know, whatever in the business, and you think, well, they've got it made. You know, it's super easy. They have a great income. They dress well, you know, this and that. And it seems like it comes so naturally to them. When in fact, they probably have spent 12-hour days, 16-hour days at some point. They have had to change their entire mindset. They've probably changed multiple things they do in their daily, you know, schedule. They've had to overcome a lot of fears. They've had to get extremely uncomfortable. They've had to really dig deep within them and figure out what they can do in order to be a successful person. And I think this is just a great analogy, because we always just see the good stuff, right? We see the recognition, we see those, you know, the people walking across stage, and they real quick, you guys, if you're not on mute, can you get on mute? I hear a lot of noise. Hey, Allie, are you on mute? Robin, Catherine?
I don't have mute.
Okay. If you're not on mute, please try and do that. But I think all we really hear about we hear about how things have changed their life, but not very often we know what they do on a daily basis. And so there's a lot that goes into the things in order to be, thank you, Robin. And you might, you know, in an analogy sense, you might bleed, you might break a bone, you might, you know, you would do sometimes. I know when I take a look at, you know, myself and my journey in this, it hasn't been an easy road. I've had to learn things that I never knew existed. I had to come out of my own comfort zone and learn a lot about myself, and that's where that personal development comes in. So I just thought this was such a okay, so whoever's on the phone, can you mute your phone? I hear like a potato chip bag, and it's really distracting. I lost my train of thought here. But the point is that if you want to be successful, it's not going to be easy road, and it's never a straight line. Is it worth it? Absolutely, but it's never going to be a straight line, and it's never going to be without pain. Obviously, an emotional and a mental pain, but the growth and the journey is absolutely worth it.
Hey, Marcel.
Yeah.
I'm having a really hard time hearing you, and I don't know if anybody else is.
Is it noise?
It's a combination of like your voice going in and out, and then the voice, and then the noise of somebody eating potato chips or something like that.
Okay.
I'm not sure what to do about it.
Okay, we've got your phone muted, so I'm going to go ahead and carry on, and if I'll put your face, but if you cannot hear me, like this or something, because we've got the other muted on, okay? Was that still cut out?
I didn't hear any of that.
Okay.
Are you able to mute everybody on your side, Marcel?
What's that?
Are you able to mute everybody on your side as the host?
Hang on one sec. All right, I hope that's better. Can you guys hear me more clear?
I can.
Yeah? Okay. Okay, I think we're all good here. Lourdes, can you mute?
Yeah.
Okay, Raquel, can you hear me better?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. All right. Can't find the all mute buttons because my screen is shared here. Okay, I'm sorry you guys for the trouble. Okay. Hey, let's jump right into it. So this call is going to be about recruiting, and I really think that a lot of people think that recruitment is like a pretty word. I get scared, right? Yeah, it becomes scary. I know that when I first started this business, I was totally scared in inviting people into my business because you're putting yourself out there and you're wondering, are they going to judge me? Are they going to think, are they going to think this or that about me? Because there is this that goes along with network marketing. I personally know that because I know the value of this business and what it's for my life as well as many other lives. But I think that's, for me, honestly, that held me back my first year. And I was really, really focused on more so of the fitness side of it, which was good, but it had a huge, like growth stunt on my business. And so if you're in this business and you're looking to actually make financial, leap and substantial income, growth your business is amazing. And it's absolutely essential. Not to mention, it's way more fun. I mean, I would have rather be talking to you guys right now than myself, right? And that's what it means to build a team, is to have people that have the same vision as you, be able to do the same things with each other. You guys, we okay now? Yeah, Sarah, can I have a Oh, really? No? Raquel, can you hear me? Oh my gosh.
It's super hard to hear you. You just keep going like way out and it's super quiet. And I don't know if it's interference. I know it looks like not everybody's on mute. And if not everybody's on mute, it skips out on you a lot.
Okay. Gosh, you guys, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Let me see what I can do here. This is not good.
Nicole, does yours go on mute?
I just lost the screen. I don't know what I pressed.
We've all been there.
I'm trying to, there you are.
Can you push mute
I
on?
was on mute before. I just want to let you know that you're very muffled.
Yeah.
Okay.
My volume up.
Okay, now it looks like everybody is.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I turned my volume up a lot more. I don't know why it was down. Okay. All right. If you cannot hear me, okay. All right. So please wake me up. I'm going to count on you, Raquel, to give me thumbs up or a nod if you can't hear me. There you are. Okay. All right. Does that volume sound better? No, it doesn't sound better. What is going on here? This is ridiculous. Headphones. Quickly. Get on. I feel terrible for these guys. I lost my other piece of paper. Help me out, please. It's on the bed. Yep. Okay, you guys, I'm going to try this. I'm so sorry. Can you hear me better? Oh, okay, awesome. There must be something going on with my laptop itself. It was working fine today, so I'm really, really sorry. I feel like I should start over, but I don't want to. Okay, all right, let's just start from here. Okay, so recruitment, not a dirty word. I'm going to kind of start from where I went from the beginning. So if I repeat myself, I'm sorry. But this opportunity is a gift. I know it's super duper scary. And I think it's what really held me back my first year. I did not really focus on recruitment my first year. I focused more so on the fitness side, which is still really great. But I feel like I missed out on so many great opportunities and so many people my first year and bringing them to my team and building that, that tribe, because I was scared. I was terrified to invite people into my business. I would do like posts about the business, but I wasn't taking real control, right? I wasn't saying, this is what I want, this is where I'm going, and this is how I'm going to get there. I was like, well, if it happens, it happens. Because I think we're always afraid of being judged, right? This is not a traditional job, which I now am completely okay with, because I'll tell you what, I'm not a traditional gal, and I don't plan to have a traditional life. I plan to travel with my family and do whatever I want to do as much as I want to do when I want to do it. That's not real traditional, right? We all got sucked into the 9 to 5, and that works for some people, but it doesn't work for me. And so this opportunity is absolutely a gift, not a dirty word, because I can't even tell you how much my life has changed since I was presented with this opportunity. And it's really, really important to never prejudge anyone, because I mean, my coach could have looked at me and said, well, she's already pretty fit, or, she's already got a business that she runs. She's super duper busy. Like, this would not be her thing. Are you kidding me? It was exactly what I was looking for. We don't know what other people are looking for. We can't prejudge them. We have no idea what they need in their life, right? But I think so often we do, because I hear coaches say this. They say, well, I've got people in mind, but I don't think she'd really be interested. And I'm like, what? How do you know? You have no idea. A friend of mine who is a coach who I met through the business, and we've become pretty good friends now. She was like a financial advisor making like $150,000 a year, just doing like the corporate, like high-heeled thing. I would never imagine her being a coach, but now she's extremely successful. We're talking like 3 different business centers, like 15-star, 7-star, 2-star, like an amazing person.
And I never would have asked her to be a coach, but somebody did. And now she's extremely grateful for that and is far more successful than $150,000 a year. So you cannot prejudge anyone whatsoever. And you have to think, when you're going into this recruitment process, you have to think, how would you feel if you had not found this opportunity, right? It doesn't matter if this opportunity allowed you to lose 10 pounds or allowed you to fill your car full of gas. There's some gratefulness in that, in something, right? And everyone's got their reason in this business on why they got involved and why they're still here. Maybe that's community. Maybe that's new friends. Maybe that's, just living healthier and better. Maybe that's the fact that they were able to quit their job or take their family on a vacation, whatever they may be. Think about how you'd feel had you not found this opportunity. When you get nervous, when you get scared, you think about the value that it's added to your life. Combine that with never prejudging anyone, and you are on the roll to recruitment. All right. So going back real quick here, did anyone hear what I said about this? Raquel, did you guys hear any of this? Okay, all right. Well, we're going to go backwards a little bit. So this is a picture that I really wanted to share with you guys because I think it really explains a lot about this business. I think I hear so many coaches. They say, I want to be successful. I want a thriving business. I want this, I want this, I want this. But then I'll tell you, probably 75% of those coaches never do anything with this business. And it's because they don't know what it takes, and because it does take a lot. I mean, this is why this picture is just so beautiful in terms of our business, because so often we see those successful people, right? We see the recognition, we see or we hear about the income, we hear about how happy they are. Most of the time we just hear about the good stuff. We don't always hear about the, what they do on a daily basis. In this particular analogy, you might have some blisters and some blood and some injuries along the way. And that's what it takes. That's exactly what it takes. And by the way, I love looking at Raquel's face because she's like, yeah, sister, I get you, because she knows. And so many of you guys know this, that you have to overcome fear. You have to overcome doubt. That is doubt will kill your dreams faster than anything. You have to overcome all of that in order to have that success. That is not easy. Nobody got into this business saying, I got this. I know exactly what I'm doing. I guarantee, I don't care how successful they are now, nobody got into this business being like, I got this in the bag. Because this is not just, a 9-to-5 where someone tells you what to do. You got to force yourself to get up and work. You got to force yourself to get extremely uncomfortable. And all those things we don't always hear about. And, within the team, can we talk about struggles and challenges and whatnot? But think about whoever in your mind you see as successful. You don't really know what they've had to overcome and the injuries that they may have had mentally and emotionally to get to where they are now, right? Okay, so let's get into the meat and the potatoes now that I've wasted 15 minutes of your time with bad volume. Steps to grow your business, like the actual interview process. So I make posts that invite people to the coaching opportunity, but that's not all I do. I invite people that I think would be great coaches, okay? So I think there's the comfortable route where we just do posts and we hope people come to us and we kind of just wait, which can be a somewhat okay method, right? That's kind of like the attraction marketing method, which I think we should always be working on. But you can't let that just be it. You have to take control of your business. So here's just some steps that I take that I want to share with you. So first of all, identify your potential coaches. Download your Facebook friends list. There is a way to do this, and I will get you that information. Or seek out using hashtags on Instagram. So what I'll do sometimes is go through Instagram and I will look up hashtags like mom of 3, soccer mom, busy mom, mom who loves wine, whatever, anything that's kind of like maybe speaks about me that might be in my niche market. And then I'll even look at some of the fitness stuff like Fit Mom. Obviously you want to vet these people, make sure they're not already coaches. But you can identify these people and you want to be able to, when you find those people, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, you want to engage with them, right? You don't want to just send these cold messages to these random people, because I've gotten these messages from random people and I'm like, you don't know me, goodbye. Like, you need to build relationships. This is a people helping people business. And so you need to be able to be genuine and authentic, and comment on their pictures and, engage in what they're doing. Now, this might sound a little overwhelming to some of you, so I want to kind of slow this down. When I say download your Facebook friends list, I don't mean you have to go through every single person in one sitting and go to their Facebook profile page and comment on every single picture and send them messages, and then all of a sudden you've got like 400 people you need to talk to. Like, this is where the power threes come in, okay? These are small steps. Pick 5 people, engage on their page, right? And then follow the power of threes formula throughout this. But once you are at that point where it is acceptable and appropriate for you to send them a message, once you've built a relationship, you want to send a message with the term, have you ever considered? Now, this is one of my favorite terms, because what it does is, no matter what the answer is, it allows you to have an open door to conversation. So if I'm going to ask someone, have you ever considered becoming a coach? And they say, no, I don't know much about it. I'm like, boom, all right, so let me talk to you about it, right? Or if it's, have you ever considered? And the answer is, yes, I have, but that's your opportunity to squash those objections. So have you ever considered actually starts to make them think, not, you make a great coach. Do you want to be on my team? They're 2 different things, right? That doesn't really sound like the right situation. You don't want to just blurt it out there. So a simple message you could send these people. Here's an example here. Hey, Annie, long time no talk. I don't know if you'd be interested or not. No worries, if, I left that apart there. No worries if you're not. You totally won't hurt my feelings at all, but I think you'd make a great coach. I see how inspirational you are already and how you care about people. Have you ever considered becoming a coach? So this is where you really want to compliment them and tell them, hey, I think you'd make a great coach because of A, B, and C. I would also go into, how was your kids? How was your wedding? How was the, you don't want to just send these cold messages. You want to do what's appropriate and what's relevant at that point. So once they say yes, you'd say, great, I'd love to send you some info via email. What's your email address? Okay. So right then and there, no matter what they've said, yes or no, you've got an open door, right? And then once you have their email address, you can add that to your contact list, which you always want to have a contact list, okay? And then what you get their email, you've asked them, you've gotten their email, and then what you can send them really kind of depends. Now, there's a couple of different options here. The very, very best option is to make your very own pre-recorded video. I know it's kind of scary. I get that. It's best to come from your own voice, right? Now, if you don't know what to say in your video, guess what? There's a million of them out there on YouTube. Watch one and make your own. Super simple. But you can send them a pre-recorded video from you, 5-6 minutes long, that just talks about what is coaching, right? Or you can use somebody else's. I've done this before when, back in the day when I was super scared to make my own, I used somebody else's. I did watch it and make sure that it didn't have like a web address, so my people would go straight to them, right? But you can use someone else's, 10-minute business presentation if you want to. And then you can send them a simple email. But my biggest piece of advice here is don't word vomit. Don't send this super, super long email about Success Club and Success Club trips and challenge packs and building your team and all this stuff that they're like, whoa, hang on. Like, you just want to start simple, right? And we're going to go into a little bit of a role play, which will give you an idea about, what you can talk about. But, and I will have some of these scripts available for you guys as well. I'm kind of detailing them, but I do encourage you to find some sort of video to send them. I think the video is a lot easier to relate information. So, okay. So you can add in this simple script down here too. This is the email you're going to send them. Hey, Annie, I'm so excited you're interested in getting more information about coaching and the possibility of joining my team. Now, this is where I say insert your story. Okay, this is where you don't want to word vomit, but you could talk about, like for me, I would say, hey, Annie, I'm so excited about you joining information, possibly joining my team. This business has done incredible things for me. As you know, I've got Kale and Cecilia, and I've always wanted to be home with them. As a realtor, it didn't quite work out for me because I was always on someone else's schedule. But with coaching, I'm able to work from home. I'm able to still add value to people. I'm able to stay in shape and really control my schedule. So you're inserting your story, but you're not telling every bit, right? You're just kind of packaging up your story in a nice little, box and putting a bow on it, just so they know that there's a personal connection there and they know how it's changed your life. But you don't want to make that super long. Now, if you don't have a video and you're simply going with an email, I'd make it a little bit longer, but I really think a video is the best way to go. In order to connect and answer your questions, I'd love to find a quick time to chat on the phone. I have Wednesday at noon open or Thursday at 2 p.m., which works for you. So what I like about this, what works, is that you're scheduling your time the way you need it to. What is going on here? No more problems. Okay. You are scheduling on your own time, and you're not leaving this open-ended, right? You're not saying, hey, so here's the video, let me know when you watch it. Because how many times is someone going to get back to you if you just leave it open-ended? It's not going to work out. So you always want to schedule some sort of times. You can put it on your calendar so you know when your follow-up is, and then you set those times to what works for you, right? Don't worry about their schedule. If these times don't work for them, they will let you know. But set it for when it works for you. Don't set it during your family time. Don't set it during your workout time. You still need to maintain a business and take your business very seriously, okay? Okay, all right, so let's go into a little role play. Miss Jennifer, are you there? Ah, there you are. Your screen was blank. Your screen was blank for a second. Okay, so what Jen and I are going to do is, so once you have that time set, you get someone on the phone, there's a few questions, and I do have those list of questions available to you. So you can either take a screenshot or I'll post the video, and I can even post these questions in the team page. But it's really important to have these questions, because what you want to do is you don't want to spend an hour on the phone talking about coaching, right? You have a business, maybe you have another job, a family, you have a life to run. So you don't want to spend an hour on the phone. So when you get this person on the phone, you want to make sure they've watched the information, okay? So when you get this, you send that email, hey, this person respond, Wednesday at noon works for me. I would then respond and say, great. Once you've watched that information, how do I put it? Sorry. The information I've sent you needs to be watched before we speak. Looking forward to speaking to you Wednesday at noon. All right. So then they know that there's information that they need to watch, because you don't want to get on this phone call and have to explain coaching all over again and waste your time, right? We're making this a work smarter, not harder situation. So, okay. All right. So we're going to do a little quick role play here. Bling! I'm calling you.
Marcel, can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Is this what you're doing before they go into like a sneak peek group,
Mm-hmm.
this phone call?
It could be before and after. I think it's going to be redundant if they're in a sneak peek already, because it's probably a lot of the same information. So this is more, like you said in the beginning, this is more you just taking control of your business. I'm not saying you shouldn't use the live sneak peeks, but I don't want that to be a crutch. I don't want you to say, well, I'll put them in the sneak peek in 3 weeks. Because guess what? They might sign up as a coach with somebody else before then. Or they may completely lose interest, right? So this is you taking control of your business.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready.
It's ringing.
Hello?
Hi, is this Jennifer?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Marcel from Beachbody. We had an appointment to chat today. Is this still a good time for you?
Yes, of course.
Great. How are you doing today, Jen?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. All right. Well, I'm really, really glad we could connect today. So obviously you were interested in coaching. Can you tell me what kind of sparked your interest in coaching?
Yeah, sure. When you messaged me and said that I was pretty much already doing what a coach does, and that my love for fitness was a good foundation for coaching, I thought I'd talk with you and see if it was a right fit for me. And it just kind of made sense to check it out.
Awesome. Okay. So what do you do for work right now? Are you working?
I do work. I have 2 little boys I stay home with part-time, but then I also work part-time as a nurse.
Oh, awesome. So you're definitely into like taking care of people. It's probably kind of how your heart is led, like going into the nursing department, right?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, good. What kind of, how does your schedule look? Like, are you like, how many hours do you work?
So I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, day shift, which is 7 to 3.
Okay, cool. So before this, have you ever considered becoming a coach and kind of going this direction? I mean, obviously you've got the nursing background. Have you ever considered coaching before?
Well, I mean, the thought has crossed my mind a few times. I don't really know what it's all about. I guess that's why we're on the phone here. But I would really like to go, I really would like to quit my job and be able to work from home. So I'm very interested.
Okay, no, that makes sense. I mean, I was in the same situation where I really wanted to be home with my kids too. So I absolutely understand you wanting to be home. And that's what I love about this job is the flexibility, because we're still able to help people, but we can absolutely still do it on our own time and not have to be away. So awesome. So what do you know about Beachbody? Have you tried any of the programs or products or anything?
Yeah, so I know that they make at-home fitness programs and Shakeology, which I do drink Shakeology every day and really love it.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and so I've done some Insanity, I've done some T25 and 21 Day Fix and P90X3. So
wow.
yeah.
Have you had any great transformations? Like, does your husband do them as well?
You know, he does them with me every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
We did Insanity together. We actually did a few rounds of it together. But he doesn't work out with me consistently. And I probably had my biggest transformation with the Fix.
Oh, that's my absolute favorite.
Jaw dropping.
Yeah.
I lost a few pounds.
No, that's great though. Going through all the information that I sent you, like the video that you got over email, like what was it about that information that kind of excited you? Like, what did you like most about that?
Well, I guess I really like the aspect of working from home and being a business owner. And if I quit my job, I need to be able to supplement my income. And so I think you said as a nurse, I like the idea of helping people. And so I'm hoping that this would give me a way to continue to help people, but also supplement my income from home.
Yeah. Okay. So say on a scale of like 1 to 10, how interested are you in coaching?
So I'd say I'm about an 8.
Okay. Why an 8 and not a 10?
Well, I guess I don't really know exactly what I would be doing on a daily basis.
That's a great question. I get that all the time. All right. So the main thing about coaching is that you want to be sure that you're setting an example. Obviously, you've got some experience with the products, which is awesome. Not everybody does, and that's okay, but you do, which is a step up. So what we would do is normally if you didn't have experience, then we would set you up with a program. It sounds like you already have one or a couple, so that's great. But you want to stick to your fitness goals and you want to be able to share them on social media, right? So if you don't have a following on social media or you don't know anything about marketing and social media, don't worry about that. Like we will teach you that sort of stuff. It's not a big deal. But it's really about supporting people daily and encouraging them and hosting these online groups so you have a platform in order to help people. And again, if you don't know how to start these groups or you don't know how to invite people to them, no big deal. We've got a ton of scripts for you. So you definitely won't be alone in this process.
Okay, but do I have to sell to my friends and family? Because I don't want to be a salesperson.
I don't blame you.
I don't want to annoy people. I've been really actually burned by network marketing companies, and they have left kind of a nasty taste in my mouth. And I don't want to do that to other people.
I don't blame you. And I totally get that. I absolutely felt the same way at first. And that was what kind of held me back because I did not want to be a salesperson. And it's not about selling. It's about the entire experience, about sharing your journey and what works for you. And what's awesome is that you've had experience with these programs, so you know how they have affected your life. And so if you lead with a genuine heart and you're simply just trying to help people and add value and share your journey, then it doesn't come across salesy at all. And in fact, the people that get into this business that are salespeople, and I think, oh my gosh, they're going to do amazing, they actually bomb this business because they're trying to sell people, right? Because fitness is a really hard thing. It's an emotional process. And the last thing you want to do is if as you are the customer, the challenger, is to have someone sell you on something. You want someone there to encourage you and to support you, not to sell you something. And that's what we do as coaches, right? We are that cheerleader. We are that the person that provide guidance and support. And so my opinion and what I tell my team of coaches that I work with is to share, not sell. Because once you start selling, you lose people's interest. But once you start sharing what works for you and you lead with a genuine and authentic heart, then it doesn't come across as selling at all. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. All right. So if you were to get started as a coach, when would you want to get started?
Well, my next paycheck is on Friday the 27th, so I probably should look at my budget, but I think it sounds like something I definitely want to do, so I'll make it work.
All right, awesome. Okay, so why don't we get together on the 27th? Would like noon on the 27th work? And what we can do is we'll get together on the phone. I will walk you through the sign-up process, make sure you get everything that you need, and we'll be good to go. Does that date and time work for you?
Yes, noon is perfect for me. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay, well, Jennifer, I'm super excited to have you on the team. I have got that date and that time on my calendar. I will call you. We will get you signed up. And I'm really excited to help you get your business started.
Me too. Woohoo!
All right, thanks. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so Jennifer's a terrible actress because she's laughing the whole time. No, but really, we wanted to just kind of share with you what a typical conversation sounds like. And, you can spend an hour explaining the coaching opportunity to someone, or you can send them that information ahead of time and you can have those questions ready to go for them. So as you see, that took like 6 minutes. It might go a little bit longer because sometimes we get caught up in getting to know people. But again, this is your business. You have to be real serious about it. Your time is money here. And so I wanted to share with you one last screen here. Okay, so the 6 questions, obviously there were a couple more questions in there, but that was me just, getting to know her a little bit more. But these are the questions, and I encourage you to write these down. So when you are in your phone call with your potential coaches, these are the things that are going to lead you to having them sign up. These are the questions that are going to help you understand them. So number 1, what sparked your interest in coaching? This is getting to their why, right? If it's someone that says, I absolutely do not like my job, I want out of my job as soon as possible, they're probably going to be a business builder, right? It just gives you an idea about how to help them, how fast they want to run, and understand the reason for getting into this business. So number 2, what do you do for work now? Again, this helps you identify what's their background like? Where are they coming from? So like with Jennifer, she's talking about nursing, like perfect, right? She wants to help people. She's got a big heart. And so coaching is absolutely perfect for someone who wants to be able to help people. And so it helps you, again, understand them better without having a 20-minute conversation. Number 3, have you ever heard of Beachbody? If so, what programs or products have you used? You might get some people that say, never heard of it or never used it. And I would, if that was the case, I'd go into a little bit more. Well, you may have heard of Insanity or T25 or 21 Day Fix, and you want to give them a little snippet about what the company is, right? But most people honestly have heard of Beachbody, especially if you start name dropping some of the programs. And this gives you an idea. Jennifer had mentioned that she was already drinking Shakeology. For me, I was like, ding, 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 ding. If anything, she's a discount coach, right? But that was a huge red flag to allow me to know where she stands in her knowledge of our information, our products. Number 4, what did you like about the information I sent you? Now, again, this is not a question that states, did you like the video I sent you? Because they could just go, yeah. And you're like, oh, okay, right? But what did you like about the information I sent you? This allows you to understand how this can fit into their life. and it's open-ended. It allows them to do more of the talking and you do more of the listening. Okay. You don't want this to be a phone call where you end up talking the entire time and they feel like, all right, this is all about her. You want to listen to this potential coach. And for her, she said, I'd like to have that extra income. I'd like to be able to be home with my kids. All right. This is going to be a really good situation for her. And again, it goes back to number one, what sparked your interest? You know her why. On a scale of 1 to 10, how interested are you in becoming a coach? Now, here we are, we're closing it up, right? We're getting to the point where we want to help them sign up. If they say a 5, what does that do? That allows you to deal with some objections. If they say 1, never had that before, but again, allows you to deal with some objections. But when, I like the question of when she's like, well, 7 or an 8, and she answered 8. That means she's pretty darn close. And so you can close that gap by talking to her about maybe what's holding her back. Okay. So again, you're just understanding where she is in this process. And then number 6, you're signing her up, right? Whether that's right then and there. If she says right now, great, sign her up, boom, you're done. Or if you need to set a date ahead of time, she said she had to wait for a paycheck. So then you schedule that, you get back on the phone and you sign up your coach. Okay. Now this process saves you hours, days, weeks, maybe even months of going back and forth over Facebook Messenger or email. You're just working smarter, not harder. Okay. Okay. All right. So what kind of questions do you guys have? First of all, let me ask you before you have questions, is there anyone that can see themselves doing this and thinks that this is a very simple process? Hand raised. I can't hear voices. Okay, awesome. All right. It's streamlined, right? It's fairly simple. Now, is it going to be scary your first time? Absolutely. But you're going back to this opportunity is a gift. Okay. Why is this opportunity in your life and why do you want to share it? When I think about all the people on this team that have had success, now, whether that is being able to take their family on a vacation, or several people have been able to quit their jobs, or maybe they've lost a lot of weight, whatever. I think about those people, right? When I get nervous, I think about those lives have already been changed. And had I not presented the opportunity in some way, their life might not have been changed that way. I mean, I highly doubt it, right? So you need to think about that before you let that fear and that doubt really cloud your mind. But when I first did it, I was sweating bullets. I mean, heart racing, literally sweating, like so nervous, had my list of questions like, so on a scale, I mean, like nervous wreck, right? I mean, it happens. It's okay. This is part of the process. Remember that picture I showed you of the ballet slipper? Those are the bruises, right? Those are the bruises and the bumps that you get. It's getting over that fear. It's allowing those pit sweats to happen, but plowing through anyway, right? Think about, and I tell my challenge groups this, think about your why power. Instead of thinking, I got to do this, think about why are you doing this? What's your why power, right? I know why I want to do it. I want to, help financially. I want to pay off all of her school debt. I am going to have to be supporting my mom here soon. And so for me, that is more important than the fear itself. And so you got to think about that. So, okay. Is there anyone that has any questions about this process or anything?
Well, can I share something?
Yeah.
I did this. I did this exact same process with a coach that I signed up, who's actually on this call. But I will tell you, it really helped the nerves because I had my outline, and it really just helped narrow things. The phone call took a long time because I hadn't really talked with her since high school, but it really worked. I'm just going to testify to that.
Okay, tell me why. Like, why did it work?
Well, because I was so nervous. Like, I had signed up other coaches, but it's interesting. Michelle, hadn't been a challenger before. That's what made me so nervous about it. Is my other coaches had been challengers, so I knew them, and I didn't really know why Michelle was signing up as a coach, why, did she know about Beachbody? How interested was she? I had begun those conversations with her. So this really helped streamline my conversation with her. It was really good. It was a good tool.
Good. I'm glad you
I
were
would
able
just
to use that.
encourage other people to use it.
Good, good. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else have any questions?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So for somebody who's already gotten some coaches, I have never done it like this. I'm like, wow, I wish I would have known this like 4 months ago. I've spent a lot of time messaging people and things like that. And, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not like, oh, wow, what did I do wrong? But when you say, this kind of goes with challenge groups too. Like when you say that you call and you help them sign up, are you just walking them through something? Are you sending them links? Like you're not, or are you filling out information for them?
No, you would simply send them a link. So for instance, say
To my site.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
So for instance, if I was talking to Jennifer and I said, when are you ready to get started? And she said, well, now I'm good now. What do I do? I would say, okay, great. Let me go ahead while I have you on the phone. And whether it's email or Facebook Messenger or whatever, I would send them the link to my page and then we would walk through it together. Okay. So you have the site up. Great. Do you see in the middle where it says coach? Okay. Go ahead and click on coach. So, I mean, kind of common sense, but you need to know the walkthrough process, right? It's not that hard. You do the click on coach and you fill out your information. You can choose a challenge pack or you can go to the bottom where it says, no, thank you. Just sign me up for $40, enter their information, their credit card, all that sort of stuff, and you're good to go. But basically what it is you're just helping them through it, right? So it allows you to have that, instead of saying, okay, well, here's the link. Let me know when you get it done. I mean, does that work most of the time? Sure, if they're really interested. But in this case, if someone's like, I'm ready now, why not walk them through it? Right?
Sure.
I mean, I hate to use the term close the deal.
Yeah.
But, if any of you
So
have...
I've given people like that outline of walking them through the process in text. So saying, okay, so here's your link. You're going to click on this and then you're going to do this and you're going to, and I give them like the 5-step process or whatever. Yeah. And that's worked for most people. Like that's fine. But then I keep seeing all of this stuff about, and I know we're talking about coaching, but I'm going to sneak this in there. Like I keep seeing all of this stuff about signing up your challengers or ordering people's challenge packs kind of for them. And in the sense of how do you get it where it's a link that expires in 24 hours? Like what kind of information?
Like
what?
You mean where someone sends a link where they have to do it within 24 hours? That's
what your stuff says. Like it says that you are basically like you get their address and their Shakeology flavor that they want, and then you send them the link after that, so they're not going in and actually choosing the challenge pack. You're like getting them further along in the process, and all they have to do is enter their payment information.
I personally don't do that. I would not do that.
Okay, it was in like some of the stuff.
Talking about auto enrollment, right?
What?
I'm having one of those moments. The like auto enrollment when you go on your first page, the mobile enrollment, right?
Yeah.
That's what I do. Like when I talk to somebody verbally and then we agree on what flavor they want and what challenge pack they want, I go in there and I enter in their email address, their phone number, and I pick out the pre-agreed flavor and whatever, and it generates an email to them, and then they put in their email address.
Oh, I see, the mobile. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. I don't do that.
So I haven't used the mobile app yet.
And I feel like it has really helped me because I have a lot of issues with people ending up with the, help me guys please, with the 800 number or going onto the Beachbody website and then not getting the credit for it. So that has like eliminated that for me. But I have to be able to have that whole verbal conversation prior.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, because I know one of my coaches actually had issues with her people ordering the wrong thing. And because whether they chose the wrong, I don't even think they chose a challenge pack. Like there was a confusion where sending them to your site and that you can't order challenge packs from there. And so they were just ordering like the program and not the combination. And anyway, I was just wondering if there's a way to like streamline it better so people aren't getting confused I usually give them a link to the whole Beachbody challenge, to challenge one. And I say, choose the 21-day fix. And I even clarify, not the extreme or the kickstart, just the, whichever we agreed on.
Yeah.
Then walk them through it from there. Is that normal?
That's what I do. And I don't have any issues with it.
Okay.
Yeah. I just give them my link and then I kind of give them the walkthrough process. This is for challengers, of course.
Yeah.
But,
That's what
but you can do what Sarah's talking about with the mobile app. I don't do that, but it's an option.
Sorry. Thanks for answering that question.
Sure. Anyone else have any questions about this process? Okay, awesome. All right. So, again, I'm sorry about the beginning. I will use headphones now on, I guess, because something's wrong with my laptop. So I apologize for that. But I will have this recording posted and I will put those questions, those 6 questions in the team page as well. But if you guys have any questions, obviously, reach out to the team page and let us know. But thanks for being here tonight and I will see you guys all later. Bye.